I'm used to them leaving and coming back. But when they leave, they need to have someone of equal star power to take their place, to draw people. And a lot of times that's not happening. A lot of times the shows get, unfortunately, a little too bland because they just don't have that superstar.
Hello again, everybody, and welcome to an all-new The Wrestling Time Machine by Sportskeeda. I'm your host, Mac Davidson. Along with me each and every week are none other than pro wrestling journalist, Mr. Bill Apter, and WWE Hall of Famer, Teddy Long. Hey, guys.
That's us. That's
All
us.
right. All right. Good afternoon, everybody.
Everybody doing good? No problems today?
Well, maybe they're watching this at night.
Okay.
I've always got a problem. I woke up black.
Out of the mouth of Teddy, you just never know.
Wait till the
Hey, but the good thing, though, is,
censors-
Teddy, no
wait
matter
till
what color you wake up, at least you wake up.
That's right.
But what are the Sportskeeda censors going to do with that one?
Oh, they'll throw it up there anyhow. Big news for WWE. Roman Reigns has returned to Raw, which could help him in the ratings as well. But Bill, where does Roman Reigns go from here?
Well, obviously he's going to be back with Jimmy Uso, who if you watched Raw, you people out there, if you watch Raw, you see that he really didn't warm up to Jey Uso much at all, because Jay and Jimmy have been on the wrong side of each other. So I think he's going to try and make peace between Jimmy and Jay, and they're going to go against the Bronze, most likely, and Seth Rollins. I think that's where this is going.
Yeah, that's a good possibility. Teddy, what do you think?
Well, I think it's a good move for Roman. I mean, I had a chance to watch quite a bit of the Raw show. I have been looking at it, and I think they could use him. They really need him over there.
Yeah, I think they need that star power. They really do. And for Roman, the fans love Roman. So anytime you bring him back, of course, the pop and the crowd is going to be just loud as hell. And it was when he came back. He just, every time he comes back. Now, let me say this. This goes back to something I love about the old days of wrestling. There were times when you'd have somebody just as hot as Roman Reigns, but eventually they would disappear from the territory. And then they would come back months down the road and make another huge impact. I think that's the best way, really, in wrestling to still be treating the stars. Bring them in, make them special when they show up. Would you agree with that, Teddy?
I agree with that, because what I'm saying to you, you know what I mean? Give them some time off. You know what I mean? Let that go away. So then when they do come back, it's called repackage. Simply, just that simple. So you let them go for a while, you bring them back, and then sometime when guys come back, they're much hotter then than they were when they were there.
But on the other end of this thing, there are certain fans who only watch it because I watch it because Roman Reigns is on, they're saying, or I watch it because Cody is on. And when they're missing, the fan doesn't find that character or somebody that really intrigues them, like that one guy that they wanted to watch all the time. So there are really two sides to this.
Oh, what side do you land on, Bill? Do you like them to be gone for a while and come back, or do you like them to always be around but maybe not in the forefront all the time?
Well, that's a great question, Mac. Because of the days of the territories, I'm used to them leaving and coming back. But when they leave, they need to have someone of equal star power to take their place, to draw people. And a lot of times that's not happening. A lot of times the shows get, unfortunately, a little too bland because they just don't have that superstar on that particular show, whether it be Raw or SmackDown. That super talent might be missing on that show.
Teddy, I mean, do you agree with that?
Well, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much I do. I mean, I really don't see any other way of doing it. You know what I mean? And like Bill was saying, there has to be somebody to replace that person that leaves. There has to be somebody that's going to step right in, and the people they're going to miss the guy when he's gone, but they're not going to miss him as much if there's somebody else that's got their attention.
Do they depend too much on the few real top guys like Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, do they depend upon them too much to draw the ratings that when they're gone, people are, you're not saying that people like LA Knight and Seth Rollins and all that are below them, so to say, but they might not just have the same ratings drawing power on for TV, for streaming.
Well, if they've got them in a good storyline, and I mean they've got something that people want to see there, then I think it'll be just the same.
I mean, they started off. Mac, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
They started off Raw recently with Rhea Ripley and Io Sky, and I think Rhea Ripley's got that star power. Io Sky is a little bit, well, say she's got star power, but not as big a drawing. But it didn't seem to be something to open Raw with Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. To me, I would have opened Raw with a strong match.
Yeah, I think, Bill, I'm glad you brought that up because I watched that particular episode, and when Rhea Ripley came out and Io Sky, honest to goodness, I was getting cringe because it just wasn't feeling right. That they weren't doing the best job they could do. Rhea's great, but Io Sky, because she's limited language-wise, comes across a little bit cornball at times when she delivers things. And so I found the segment totally out of place on the show. Maybe have switched that. Maybe you should have switched that with the Cody and Seth. Have Cody and Seth open the show and have Rhea Ripley in their spot later in the evening. That might have worked out and felt a lot better. But I agree. I thought that Raw started off that particular episode very slow, and I expected action, and I did not get it.
And you know what else they could have done for the people that are looking for star power is the broadcasters could have been told to say they understand that Roman Reigns was seen backstage. Really, real teasing for people. Oh my God, I have to stay tuned to this because maybe Roman Reigns is there. It's not confirmed, but Roman Reigns might be in the building.
Teddy, wouldn't you think by promoting that Roman Reigns, or at least hinting the fact that he might show up on the show that night, could have built the ratings maybe even higher so that viewers would have said, you know what, I need to stick around because there's a chance Roman may show up.
And not only that, you got people that might not even have tuned in and their friends call them and tell them, hey, if you're not watching, you'd better, man, they bring in Roman back tonight. Yeah, you got to tease it. I mean, Vince would always do that. He would always tease it. He would, if you guys can remember, they may say something about maybe this is Roman Reigns, there's a limo pulling up in the back. Nobody gets out of it. But they teased it, well, could that be Roman, or you know what I mean? So yeah, like I said, some things they do now, I don't get it.
I've said for a long time when it comes to the WWE product, the big difference to me from the days that I really enjoyed it during the Attitude Era and the Ruthless Aggression era is that there was a common thread through the show, and I say this on another program I do all the time. They used to have one of the particular, superstars involved in a show-long weave. They would come in and out the show. They would tease what's coming up, and it would build you up until you got to the main event, and you knew it was about to pop. They don't do that anymore. They forget to tell that story. No
disrespect to the ladies, but there are no ladies' angles. It seems so soap opera-ish to me with Io Sky backstage telling Kerry, saying, go away. I felt like I was watching a soap opera, but to open the show with it, I wasn't convinced that I wanted to sit there for 2.5 hours.
No, I don't think a lot of people were. All right, guys, Ted, you want to say something else? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was just saying, I really don't even think they even worried about ratings anymore. I really don't.
There's a lot of people, Teddy, who truly believe that right now it's just about putting that content and fulfilling their commitments to whoever, is buying the product, that they're just trying to shove it out there as fast as they can and make sure. And it's the quality be damned. And that is a problem when it comes to today's WWE product.
Well, that's why you remember I always tell you, it's changed. It's not what it used to be.
There's no ratings. The only ratings are on USA. Netflix, you can't really give a rating to, and you also can't do that on the ESPN app, which, by the way, so many people have complained to me that they're not going to watch the WWE PLEs anymore because they're $31 a month is killing them. Not everybody can do that.
But TKO doesn't care. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's all about the Benjamin. That's it. That's all they care about is the money. They don't care about the actual fan. And that is what's going to bite them in the ass in the end. Just my opinion.